Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us in Holy Ghost-filled studios here because of my ankle surgery. Hey, we're going to be looking today at the gift of discerning of spirits. What is the discerning of spirits? Many people talk about the gifts of suspicion and all kinds of things, kind of joking. But there is a gift of discerning of spirits. This is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. So what would that be? Well, if you just define the terms, discernment is to understand, to reveal. And a spirit is an immaterial being. And so the gift of discerning of spirits, plural. And now some would say, occasionally in the Bible, broken spirit, these type things, that it would talk about attitudes or emotions. And there may be a compartment to that, but it really seems the ability to understand what type of spirit is out there. Now, you would have to really believe in the immaterial world, which I certainly do, believing in the Bible, believing in God. God is a spirit. So what type of spirits in the immaterial world are there? Well, there's God, obviously. God is a singular spirit. He's a singular entity. And so then you would have angels. And in that whole angelic realm, I've probably taught a lesson or two, but it's been years on that. I mean, you have seraphim, cherubim, living creatures. A lot of people think living creatures and cherubims are the same thing. You have what's known as the seven spirits of God, the angel of his presence, archangels, mighty angels. And then in Colossians, we see it seems to be indicating principalities, powers, rulers, dominions are some part of the angelic realm as well. And then, of course, in the satanic realm, you would have principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. And if fallen angels are what demons are, then just as you had maybe archangels, mighty angels and stuff, they would be gradations in the demonic world as well. There would be certain ones. Jesus really gives an understanding about this when he talks about casting out devils, and then a devil will come out and then it goes in dry places seeking rest, findeth none. It goes back to his house. Devils are territorial. Remember when they were the legion, they said, don't cast us out of this area, cast us into the herd of swine. So they're territorial. Ephesians 6 shows that with the principality, power, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. And then, but it says that one demon, coming back to that, is going to bring back seven more wicked than himself. And so the discerning of spirits is being able to determine whether something is of God or is of the devil. Is it a good angel or is it demons? Because it gets tricky, in 2 Corinthians, where it talks about false apostles, false prophets, and Satan comes as an angel of light. And so once you get much beyond that, it really gets into the realms of speculation. People talk about spirits of Jezebel, spirits of, false religion, all of these kind of things. Well, really, they're just, in those cases, in the demonic realm, they're just demonic spirits. And so I don't know if there's a demonic spirit that says, I am false religion, When the Bible talks about Ephesians 6, rulers of the darkness, it does seem like that there is focal points in the demonic realm that put demons doing what needs to be done. Like there's order. Like these demons don't just go around with free will doing whatever they want, but there's rulers of the darkness. And then, of course, Satan would be the ultimate of evil. And so discerning, being able to distinguish between good and evil, because again, I've had a friend of mine that a demonic spirit came as a good angel and he was really deceived by it. And I've known of that happening multiple times to people So it is a real gift of the Spirit, and extraordinarily needed in these times. And it's something, when it says, seek earnestly the best gifts, yet show unto a more excellent way, which is love. But so there's gradations in gifts. And so discerning of spirits is a gift that is okay and good to be able to say, I really want that gift. It's good to desire earnestly the best gifts. And so now when people get older, people talk about older people get grumpy, talk about the good old days, they're suspicious of everything and all this. It could be they've got their senses exercised to discern between good and evil because they've done it for so long. And sometimes when you feel like something's not quite right, it could be God trying to use the gift of discerning of spirits in your life to say, what does this person have the proper motivations and this type thing? Because I need to get back to that, because that's not the only spirits that are in the world. There's human spirits as well. And so human spirits get involved. And so then, since the heart is desperately wicked, the discerning of spirits would be able to see where that human spirit is in the spectrum of salvation, or whether that human spirit is connected with God's spirit. 1 Corinthians 6:17, become one spirit, which is one of the effects of the new birth and salvation, and on and on. So the gift of discerning spirits, I think it's extremely needed. And I've really tried to emphasize this to our church. I'm not totally sure that they're getting it. Maybe a few are. But I mean, Satan's not going to come, like say the Antichrist is not going to come on the scene saying, I am the Antichrist. I don't think he is. Maybe he is. But he's going to come on the scene saying he's something good, that this is something that's positive. And there's a lot of people that are deceived already. And I'm talking about good Pentecostal people and things that they will promote the most heinous of crimes because they maybe lack the gift of discerning of spirits. And so discernment would be something a little different. It's not necessarily a gift of the Spirit. I think it's more led of the Spirit of God, that you have discernment on what to do in a particular situation. May get into the gift of the word of wisdom or the word of knowledge at that point as well. But we really need the gift of discerning of spirits. Pray again. Don't get the gifts of suspicion, and don't get the gift of false accusation. Get the legitimate from God gift of discerning of spirits. I love you. God bless. Thanks for being here. Do check out our other videos. We have a few thousand, and hopefully they'll bless you. Join us daily. Bye-bye.